Good day, viewers. Welcome to another edition of the Daily Strange Stories. I'm John Brown. Our lead story for today. Exposed by General Mkhwanazi, shocking details about Brown Mogotsi, who is out of prison on parole for murder. The story of Brown Oupa Mogotsi is one shrouded in mystery, power, and alleged criminal connections, a story that has recently exploded onto the South African stage, threatening to shake the very foundations of the nation's police force. Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, the KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner, has brought forth accusations that paint Muhotsi as a central figure in a web of political interference and potential corruption, linking him directly to Police Minister Senzo Mchunu and a controversial tender recipient.
His name is Brown Mogotsi, and I'm going to take it right there. The first message came on the 30th of September 2024, and it was sent at in the afternoon at 16:14 in the afternoon. And it reads as follows: My General, Brown Mogotsi from Northwest. That's a first intro. I don't know the person, I don't have his number on my phone, nothing. It's the second message that came 3 minutes later, 16:17. An internal attempt to discredit you through a defeating the end case. It ended there. I did not respond until the following day when I saw the message on the 1st of October. I responded. My response was that, morning, sir, what are you talking about? What defeating case are you referring to? And who is behind that? That's a question I asked him. And that was about 7:44 in the morning, the following day, which was on the 1st of October. On the same morning, in the same minute, he responded by writing a word thanks, I assume, but without his TH and X. Thanks. And from there, same time, he sends me a KZN factual report. A factual report which is a report that, assuming, was drafted by the commander that was on the crime scene on the eve of that attempt arrest of that prison official. And this was directed to the provincial commission, which I never received. This factual report was directed to the provincial commissioner, and this very same factual report is not signed at the bottom. Although it's got the name of the member that was in charge, but so it is a report directed to me. It should have been signed, and it's dated on the 9th of January 2024. That was a day after the incident. So which means the member who was in charge was communicating to me that as per the engagement the previous night, this is what he has done.
These are allegations that, if proven true, could expose a deep rot within the system, a rot that demands immediate and thorough investigation. Muhotsi, a name previously whispered in hushed tones within certain circles, is now at the forefront of a national scandal. He is a man of many layers, a former combatant of uMkhonto weSizwe, MK, the armed wing of the African National Congress, ANC, during the apartheid era, a businessman with ties to high-ranking officials, and a figure now accused of manipulating the levers of power for personal gain. The question on everyone's mind is, who is Brown Oupa Mogotsi, and what is the true extent of his influence? Mkhwanazi's revelations, made public on the 6th of July 2025, have ignited a firestorm. During an extraordinary press briefing in Durban, Mkhwanazi, surrounded by his top officers, accused Minister Mchunu of interfering in police operations and maintaining contact with individuals linked to criminal activities.
On the 1st of January, the letter is issued on the 31st. On the 1st of January 2025, Mr. Brown Mogotsi sends a WhatsApp to Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, and it reads as follows, I quote, I have arranged a meeting for Sibia and the minister. They must have a solution. And it follows another message. The task team that came to your house and harassed you have been dissolved. The minister denied on record. Go and Google a visual presentation to the Portfolio Committee on the 5th of March this year, towards the end of that briefing, where the Minister of Police responded and he said he does not know this Mr. Brown Mogotsi. He said that in Parliament. However, the Minister confirmed that he knows this Mr. Brown Mogotsi during a telephone conversation that he had, which was posted on X under the handler at Load Care. This was on the 30th of March.
Mkhwanazi first revealed these allegations in March while addressing the Police Portfolio Committee, but Mchunu initially denied any association with Muhotsi. He has since admitted that they were comrades, a shift in stance that has raised serious questions about his credibility. The KZN Police Commissioner claims that an analysis of Nhlanhla's phone revealed a WhatsApp message from Muhotsi, dated the 1st of January 2025, stating, "I have arranged a meeting for Sibia and the minister, they must have a solution." In another message, Muhotsi allegedly wrote to Nhlanhla, "The task team that came to your house and harassed you has been dissolved. They got the letter on Monday. As we speak, they are bringing all dockets to Sibia." This refers to the political killings task team, which had previously arrested Nhlanhla. Mkhwanazi alleges that Mchunu ordered the disbandment of this unit without consulting the National Commissioner, Fanny Masemola.
But if you make a decision somewhere and the person responsible for it have not been engaged, it then makes one wonder why. That's why then I'm saying someone came and whispered to the minister to close this, because this is investigating cases that might link either his associates or her associates or colleagues that he works with or she works with, or the high-profile people that the person might know outside the organization, or maybe a criminal syndicate out there that needs to be protected for whatever reason. So that's my conclusion. But the question is, who is the person that will have whispered to the minister and influenced the minister to sign a letter to disband the unit? And the timing of it, sign the letter now while the National Commissioner is on leave, so that it can be implemented. When the National Commissioner comes back from leave, this unit is disbanded.
According to Mkhwanazi, this disbandment was directly linked to the task team's investigation into a drug cartel based in Gauteng, a cartel whose reach allegedly extends to high-profile figures and whose activities are connected to the murders of several prominent South African artists since 2021.
And I can confirm before the South Africans today that the investigation which these members were involved with in Gauteng has unmasked the syndicate. And this syndicate involves, amongst others, politicians who are currently serving in Parliament. The law enforcement officers include the members of the South African Police Service, the Metro Police, and Correctional Services. They include prosecutors in Gauteng province, the judiciary, and all these are controlled by the drug cartel as well as business people in that province of Gauteng.
The task team, before its alleged dismantling, had an impressive record, having investigated 612 cases, made 436 arrests, and secured over 1,800 years of sentencing. Its sudden demise raises serious questions about the motives behind the decision and who stood to benefit from its closure. At the heart of this alleged scheme, according to Mkhwanazi, is Brown Mogotsi. Mkhwanazi claims that Muhotsi acted as a conduit between Mchunu and individuals under investigation, including Vusimuzi, Kat Nhlanhla, a businessman who was awarded a 360 million rand police tender in 2024. Mkhwanazi presented WhatsApp messages, allegedly extracted from Nhlanhla's phone, as evidence of Muhotsi's involvement. These messages purportedly show Muhotsi reassuring Nhlanhla that the investigating unit had been dissolved and that a high-ranking police official, Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibia, had taken control of the case files. These alleged communications paint a picture of Muhotsi as a fixer, a man who uses his connections to manipulate the system and protect those who are under scrutiny. The implications are staggering, suggesting a deliberate attempt to obstruct justice and shield individuals from accountability. Muhotsi's background adds another layer of intrigue to this unfolding drama. He hails from Seweding in the Northwest Province and is known to own an upmarket restaurant and bar in Mafikeng. This establishment, sources claim, is where Muhotsi allegedly summons heads of departments and members of the Executive Council, MECs, to issue instructions regarding tenders. Further adding to the complexity, Muhotsi is reportedly out on parole for murder. His past military service in uMkhonto weSizwe, receiving military training in several countries, and fluency in multiple languages, including Portuguese and Mandarin, further contribute to the image of a man with a diverse and potentially dangerous skill set. Some sources even suggest that Muhotsi used foreign languages when speaking to Mchunu on the phone to evade potential eavesdroppers. Muhotsi's influence extends beyond his alleged criminal connections. He is linked to several companies, although they are currently listed as having final deregistration on company records. He also operates through the Brown Mogotsi Foundation, which has been involved in various legal and political maneuvers. In 2018, the foundation filed an urgent application to challenge the leave of absence of Supra Mahumapelo, the former premier of the Northwest Province.
We have given the premier until tomorrow 4 o'clock on the letter of reference to him, together with the Speaker and the Acting Provincial Secretary of the ANC. The intervention comes as a result of the Premier deciding to invoke Section 131, unconstitutionally so.
In 2023, the Foundation successfully lobbied for access to records related to criminal cases registered with the police. The same year, it interdicted the awarding of a catering service tender by the Provincial Department of Health. These actions demonstrate Muhotsi's willingness to use legal and political channels to exert influence and protect his interests. In response to the allegations, Muhotsi has stated that he is ready to kill the nation with confidence and provide his side of the story. He claims that his security has been compromised and that he has been followed and experienced phone issues. While denying any wrongdoing, Muhotsi has promised to address the accusations and clear his name. Minister Mchunu has also denied the allegations, dismissing them as wild and vowing to take appropriate action.
Well, we have become aware of what General Mkhwanazi said we have been saying. I didn't have time to look at TV, but there are those statements that he has made. We will, in good time, apply our minds to those kind of statements.
While initially denying any association with Muhotsi, Mchunu later admitted to knowing him as a comrade. He has denied ever meeting or speaking with Vusimuzi Nhlanhla and has confirmed initiating a review of the SAPS tender awarded to Nhlanhla, which was subsequently terminated. The conflicting statements and denials have only fueled the controversy. Professor Jean Steyn, a policing expert, has noted that Mchunu's shifting statements about Muhotsi raise serious concerns about his credibility and accountability. Steyn has also highlighted the concerning nature of Muhotsi's alleged involvement in discussions about disbanding the Political Killings Task Team, suggesting that politically connected individuals may be influencing operational decisions within the police. The allegations have prompted swift action from various quarters. National Police Commissioner General Fanny Masemola has defended Mkhwanazi's right to speak out and has confirmed that Mkhwanazi has been provided with enhanced security due to threats.
Well, in terms of physical protection, you know that, as I said, he's been getting threats to his life in that province. We have beefed up his security, but he won't be persecuted. From my side, surely there will be no persecution of any member of South African Police Service, not only him, but anyone.
And then what was the justification for the closure of the Political Killings Task Team?
Look, as I said, I don't want to dwell more in that regard. I don't know. I don't know the reasons, but I'm sure you heard Mkhwanazi said after Ket Matlala was arrested, it became clear as to what the reasons were. So I don't want to get deeper into that.
Parliament has launched an investigation into the matter, with multiple committees tasked with examining the allegations. Political parties have also weighed in, with the Democratic Alliance, DA, planning to lodge a criminal complaint against Mchunu, while the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, hailed Mkhwanazi's bravery, alleging a mafia state under ANC leadership. The African Transformation Movement, ATM, has filed a public protector complaint against Mchunu.
We're outside the Cape Town police station this morning to lay criminal charges against the Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu, for deliberately lying to Parliament and misleading Parliament. Minister Mchunu came to Parliament in March earlier this year to indicate and was asked by the committee whether he knew Mr. Brown Mogotsi. He deliberately said that he did not know Mr. Brown Mogotsi, who was a businessman linked to a criminal syndicate and corruption and capturing of the South African Police Service. And later on, in July, on the 9th of July, came back and said he is his comrade and he is his associate that he knows. So that means he deliberately lied to members of Parliament, which breaks Section 27, and ultimately breaks the Powers and Privileges Act, which means that he deliberately misled Parliament and members of Parliament by trying to hold him accountable for what is now become a massive issue.
Thank you for watching this news video. We'd love to hear what you think about this story, so please leave your comments below. We read them all and appreciate your insights. Join us again in our next strange story. Until then, goodbye.